Hey guys, Donnie RightSide here. Bookmakers review. What a game and an SEC battle that we have on Saturday afternoon, 3:30 Eastern kickoff. That's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Georgia Bulldogs. If we take a look at the current line now, -8.5 is a home favorite here for the Georgia Bulldogs. A total coming in at 65.5. Both of these teams unbeaten, number 1 and number 2 in the nation, meeting head-to-head here with massive implications in the SEC and certainly the national championship picture. Let's take a look at these two football teams on the rotation. 399, 400. Tennessee and Georgia went over the lines here. Both of these offenses absolutely explosive. Look at Tennessee on the ground, around 200 yards per game. For Georgia, 202 yards per game on the ground. In the air, the Tennessee Volunteers, 353. The Georgia Bulldogs, 328. Now, granted, both of these defenses are decent, but there are a little bit of silver linings here at the way you can get after the Tennessee Volunteers. If you look at the matchup and exclude last week, which they played very well against the Kentucky Wildcats, only gave up 206 combined yards. But previously before that, against Alabama, 569 yards. Against LSU, 355. And against Florida, 594 yards. This team is coming and loaded for bear, beating the Georgia Bulldogs on offense. But the same thing can be said here for the Tennessee Volunteers. If we're looking overall at this game, even though both of the defenses line up here, 21 points a game for Tennessee, certainly, which isn't bad. And then for the Georgia Bulldogs, 10.5 points a game. But quite frankly, if we're looking at the two schedules coming in, the much harder schedule has been for the Tennessee Volunteers. They played a ranked Pittsburgh team on the road, Florida when they were ranked, LSU, Alabama, and also last week with Kentucky. If we take a look at the Georgia Bulldogs, opening day against Oregon, 49-3. It was that semi-home field advantage there in the Georgia Dome for the Bulldogs, and they blew the doors off of the Oregon Ducks. Sanford, South Carolina, Kent State, Missouri, Auburn, Vanderbilt, and Florida, who they did handle 42-20, but not as tough as the schedule. The one thing I do like about this is the Tennessee Volunteers are certainly going to push the issue here. Led by Hendon Hooker, you obviously have Wright at running back, and also Jalen Hyatt, a sensational wide receiver with already 14 touchdown catches and 900 yards. I do think Tennessee and Georgia will be able to air it out. Two good defenses, as I said, but this game is the new SEC. A 51-48 game that Tennessee played and beat Alabama for 52-49, whatever that final score was, extremely high. I look for this game almost with that same sort of tempo and game flow. There will be runs, as we like to say, but obviously it's football, so we're going to be scoring points in this game. No reason to believe this game can't get over the 65.5 on Saturday. A sensational game in the SEC. Let's have some fun and get some points in this one. I'm Donnie RightSide for Bookmakers Review, and as always, good luck on those wagers.